I designed and created this design using AI, and when I wanted to print it, I realized something. Most print-on-demand platforms straight up could not print something like this. Not because the design is too complicated, but because of how it is built. But eventually, I was able to print it using one specific print-on-demand company, which was able to use 3 different print techniques on this specific sweatshirt. DTG, HTV, and actual embroidery, all on the same garment. So I'm going to show you exactly how I made this, why it broke the platforms I normally use, and where I ended up getting it actually printed. Stick around, because by the end you will know exactly what to do if you ever design something like this yourself. So let's back up a little bit. The idea was simple on paper. The statue bust like a Greek philosopher wearing a lion's mane, surrounded by fire with bold typography, mentality, discipline, focus, dominate. So that was the idea behind my design, and I used AI to create this design and then Photoshop to clean it up, enhance it, and work a little bit on some details and adding half-tone effect to it. I did not want to just slap one graphic on a blank shirt. I wanted this to feel like an actual brand piece, something with real visual hierarchy across the whole garment. So I broke it into 3 separate designs. A big high detail back placement, the full statue, the flames, the mentality text repeated in the background, a front chest design, which is a circular emblem version of the same statue, cleaner, more like a badge, and then a sleeve design, just the word mentality, bold and minimal. So 3 designs, 1 product. That's where this started getting interesting. Here's how I actually built these. I used an AI image generator to create the statue artwork. I used the Nano Banana 2 model in addition to the GPT Image 2 model. I went through a bunch of variations until I got the texture and lighting I wanted on the stone, plus the line main detail. Once I had the base image, I brought it into Photoshop to clean it up, separate elements, and prepare it for print. This part matters a lot because AI-generated images usually need real editing work before they are production ready. You cannot just export and print. I had to clean up the background, adjust contrast so it would hold up in DTG print, separate the gold-white elements in the front design into 2 layers because, remember, those 2 parts get printed with different techniques. So that detail right there is the whole reason this design becomes a problem for most platforms. I'm not just printing one flat image, I'm asking for 2 techniques on one chest placement, plus a 3rd technique on the sleeve, plus a 4th full design on the back. So if you have used Printify, Printful, or most of the platforms in this space, you know the drill. You upload one image, pick one placement, pick one print method, usually DTG, and that's it. 1 technique per product, generally, maybe 2 placements if you're lucky, front and back. But what I needed was completely different. I wanted 3 separate placements, 2 different print techniques on the same chest design, and a 3rd totally separate print technique, which is the embroidery on the sleeve. And this is a quick slide showing you the different print techniques so that you can understand each method. And of course, it would be very difficult to find a platform that provides all the print techniques on one single product. So if you try to mapping that onto a typical print-on-demand dashboard, you physically cannot select embroidery for a sleeve graphic while also splitting a chest design into DTG and HTV layers. The tools aren't built for that, not because the platforms are bad. They are built for speed and simplicity. One design, one blank, fast turnaround. That's a different job than what I needed here. So I went looking for a platform that could actually handle this, and that's how I ended up using PODpartner for this one. So here's what changed. On their platform, I could set up the garment with the back placement as a jumbo DTG print. And jumbo matters here because the design covers almost the entire back panel. And that was important to me because I wanted the back design to take most of the garment size, and not all print-on-demand provide large placement area for the back, but PODpartner provides this on many of their products. The front chest design split into two components, the white portion as DTG, the gold portion as HTV, assigned as two separate technique layers on one placement. So I had to separate my chest design into two elements so that I can print each part using different printing technique. And finally, the sleeve as embroidery, completely separate process from the chest. So this is the part that actually solves the problem. I'm not forcing one technique across the whole product. I'm choosing the right method for each part of the design. The detailed statue art gets DTG because it needs that photo level detail. The bold mentality text gets HTV because it needs that clean, sharp edge and slight texture. And the sleeve logo gets embroidered because honestly, embroidery just looks and feels more premium for a small, simple mark. And here's the part that actually surprised me. This wasn't three separate orders stitched together after the fact. Large format print, the hybrid DTG/HTV combo, and embroidery all came out of a single order produced in-house. That's not normal. Most platforms that even offer multiple techniques are routing your order to 2 or 3 different print partners behind the scenes, which means longer waits and more room for things to not quite match up. But here's one factory, one order, one box. There's also a detail on the back placement worth pointing out. That jumbo DTG print goes up to 24 by 24 inches. And like I said earlier, most platforms cap you well under that. So the fact that the statue design could cover almost the full back panel at full size is part of why it photographs the way it does. And the part that matters most if you're actually building a brand, when you come back to reorder next month, you get the exact same piece, same factory, same patch logic, not one run where the colors are perfect and the next where something feels slightly off. Most platforms source their blanks from a wholesaler, so they have no real control over consistency run to run. But here, everything is made in-house, which means that consistency is actually theirs to hold. That is a very big advantage that PODpartner provide. So after doing the design, uploading it to the platform.
Several days later.
All right, this just landed. Let's see if it actually turned out the way I pictured it. So the first impression, the weight of this thing, it's proper oversized sweatshirt, heavy fabric, exactly the kind of base you want for a statement piece like that. And by the way, I did not only order the sweatshirt, I also ordered a second product using the same design. So I actually ordered this washed out raw hem faded long sleeve t-shirt, which is also not available on most of the print-on-demand platforms. And both products turned out to be really impressive. So my first impression was the weight of this thing, both products. It's a proper oversized sweatshirt, heavy fabric, exactly the kind of base you want for a statement piece like that. And I want to actually point this out because it matters more than people think. This isn't a blank shirt they bought off a wholesaler and printed on. PODpartner makes the garments themselves in their own factory. That's why it has this weight and this drape to it. You can feel it's heavier and structured differently than the thin generic blanks you usually get with print-on-demand. So when people hear POD or print-on-demand, they expect exactly that thin mass-produced blanks. This doesn't feel like that at all. And look at this back print. This is the jumbo DTG placement. Full detail on the statue. You can see the texture in the stone, the fire underneath actually has gradient and depth to it, the half-tone effect. This would not look this clean if it had been compressed down to fit a smaller standard placement. Now the front, and this is the part I was most curious about. You can actually feel the difference between the two techniques here. The white outline and inner details, that's the DTG portion, soft to the touch, blended into the fabric. The gold ring and text around it, that's the HTV. You can feel that slight raised edge, and the color is genuinely more vibrant and solid than the DTG gold would have been. And the sleeve, this is embroidered, actual thread, not print, mentality, clean stitching, no fraying. This is the kind of detail that makes a product feel like merch from an actual brand, not just a printed shirt. And look at this, they backed the embroidery so the stitching doesn't scratch against your arm. That's the kind of detail you usually only get on actual retail garments. Most printed merch skips it completely. It's a small thing, but it's exactly the kind of thing that separates a brand product from a print job. So look at these three textures next to each other: smooth printed detail, raised solid HTV, and actual stitched thread. Three completely different techniques on one product from one order. Three placements, three techniques, one product. This is exactly the design I built in Photoshop. Nothing got simplified, nothing got cut. So here's the actual takeaway from all this, beyond just look at my cool hoodie. If you're designing merch and you keep simplifying your ideas because you assume the platform cannot handle it, that's not always true anymore. The trick is matching the right print technique to each part of your design instead of forcing everything into one method. Detailed art goes DTG, bold flat graphics go HTV, logos and small text that need to feel premium go embroidery. And if you're seriously building a brand, not just printing one fun shirt, what this whole approach gives you is the ability to make retail grade products made to order with no inventory to hold and no full production run to gamble on. Your design doesn't get watered down to fit what the platform can handle. You don't have to compromise on quality to make the numbers work. That's the shift. So PODpartner was able to get my product live exactly as I imagined it. So if you are a creator, a designer, or you have an idea in mind that you would like to see it live in the best possible way, you have to think twice before using a print-on-demand platform. And in my case, PODpartner was the perfect choice, and to be honest, it was the only choice because most of my requirements are not available on any other print-on-demand platform. If you build something, drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to see what you make when you stop designing for the platform's limitations and start designing for the product. That's it for this one. If you want to see more breakdowns like this, AI design process, real platforms, reviews, real unboxing, subscribe, drop your design ideas in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.